Hey everyone! What a week it's been. If you've just updated your S25 to One UI 8.5 earlier, you might have opened your phone this morning and thought, something feels different. Not in a flashy, look at me way, but in that quiet, comforting kind of way. Like your favorite coffee shop barista remembered your order without you saying a word. Because that's exactly what Samsung did with One UI 8.5. They didn't overhaul everything just to say they did. No wild redesigns, no confusing new menus, no AI pop-ups begging for attention. Instead, they listened. Really listened. To the little things we all complain about but never thought would actually get fixed. Like your lock screen. Remember how the clock would always sit right over your kid's face in your wallpaper? Gone. Now, the clock moves automatically to avoid blocking the important parts of your photo. Whether it's your dog, your partner, or that sunset from your last vacation. It's not magic, it's just thoughtful. Or those chaotic screenshot folders, you know the ones, buried under 200 random captures of Wi-Fi passwords, train tickets, and half-read articles. One UI 8.5 now auto sorts them into neat little groups: travel, receipts, events. So when you're rushing to the airport, your boarding pass is right there, no digging, no stress. And editing photos. Finally, you don't have to save after every single tweak. Now you get full edit history. Brighten, crop, add a filter, then rewind 3 steps back if you change your mind. No more oops, I lost my original panic. Plus, tap to erase that photobomber in the background, or drag your subject to a better spot. The phone fills in the gaps so smoothly, it almost feels like cheating, but the good kind. Even multitasking got a human upgrade. You can now split your screen in S90 keep maps full screen while a tiny sliver of WhatsApp shows your ride share ETA. Minimize it and it docks neatly at the edge. Ready to pop back open when you need it. Perfect for when you're navigating, cooking, or just trying to keep an eye on that group chat without losing your main app. And let's talk about peace of mind spammy apps that blast you with virus detect alerts. One UI 8.5's built-in AI quietly sends them to deep sleep. No more fake urgency, just calm. Honestly, after using One UI 8.5 for a few days, I stopped noticing the software altogether. And that's the highest praise I can give. It doesn't fight for your attention. It just helps. Like a friend who's always there, never loud, never pushy, just making your day a little smoother without asking for anything in return. So if you haven't updated yet, go ahead. And when you do, take a second to notice those quiet improvements. Because sometimes, the best updates aren't the ones that shout. They're the ones that finally let you breathe. So you've been living with One UI 8.5 for a few days now. And maybe, like me, you've started noticing those little, moments that make you smile without even realizing why. That's the thing about this update, it doesn't hit you all at once. It sneaks in through the cracks of your daily routine and just makes life easier. Take Now Brief, for example. Remember when it felt like an empty widget nobody used? Well, Samsung actually gave it a purpose. Now, it quietly surfaces things that actually matter. Your parked car's location after a long day at the mall, no more wandering level B like a lost soul. A new video from your favorite YouTube creator, or even a package tracking update for that birthday gift you ordered weeks ago. It's not trying to keep you glued to your screen. It's trying to get you back to your life faster. And speaking of getting back to life, let's talk about multitasking that finally gets real. You're not always doing 2 equal things at once. Sometimes you need maps full screen while keeping an eye on a WhatsApp message. Or watching a recipe video while taking notes. One UI 8.5 lets you go 90/10 or even 95/5, super flexible splits that respect how you actually use your phone. And when you minimize the smaller app, it doesn't vanish. It tucks itself neatly along the edge, breathing softly, ready to expand with a tap. Save your whole setup as a scene preset, and you can jump back into your work mode or creative flow in one tap. No more rebuilding your workspace every time you switch apps. Now, if you're someone who takes a lot of screenshots, guilty! You'll love this, they're automatically organized. Boarding passes, shopping lists, event tickets, they all sort themselves into smart folders. No more endless scrolling through chaos. Just tap, travel, and boom, there's your flight info from 3 weeks ago. Even the camera and gallery feel more human now. The new audio eraser is a game changer. Got background noise in your video? Tap the little icon, and it strips out the lawnmower, the traffic, the dog barking, leaving just your voice or your kid's laugh. And yes, Portrait Studio now works on pets. Your cat can be a watercolor painting, your dog a 3D cartoon. It's silly, sure, but it's also joyful. And everything happens on your device, so your private moments never leave your phone. Oh, and Quick Share. It's smoother than ever. Send photos, videos, documents, even voice notes, all in one go. Preview them together, pick your device and hit send. No cloud, no links, no waiting. Just instant sharing that actually feels effortless. But maybe the best part is what you don't notice anymore: the spammy notifications, the accidental brightness swipes, the "where's that setting?" frustration. One UI 8.5 removes the friction so gently. You only realize it's gone when you try using an older phone and suddenly feel like you're fighting it again. This update isn't about showing off. It's about stepping back, so you can step forward in your own life. And honestly, that's the kind of upgrade I'll always welcome. And if you've been riding with One UI 8.5 for the past week or so, you've probably started to feel something shift. Not in a loud, "look what's new" kind of way, but in that quiet, steady rhythm where your phone just stops getting in your way. It's like it finally took a deep breath and said, "Okay, I'm here to help, not to hassle." And honestly, that's been the most refreshing part of this whole update. Because let's be real, for years, we've accepted that using our phones would always come with a little friction. The accidental tap on the wrong quick setting, the endless scroll through screenshots trying to find that one boarding pass, the panic of losing an unsaved photo edit, the spammy app screaming, "Limeited OFER," at 11 p.m. We called it just how phones are. But One UI 8.5 quietly proves it doesn't have to be that way. Take privacy, for example. Your most personal photos, the ones you don't want popping up in a shared album or visible when you hand your phone to a friend, are now protected in a private album that's no longer buried in some hidden labs menu. It's right there in your gallery. Tap, select, move, lock with your fingerprint. Done. No fuss, no drama, just peace of mind. And if your phone ever gets lost or stolen, the new failed authentication lock kicks in after too many wrong PN attempts. It doesn't just lock the screen. It locks the entire device, requiring your Samsung account to unlock. No factory reset bypass. No loopholes. Just ironclad protection that actually fights back when you can't. Then there's the way One UI 8.5 handles your time and attention. Not as commodities to be mined, but as precious resources to be respected. Notifications don't bombard you anymore. Only what truly matters rises to the top: a call from your mom, a calendar reminder for your best friend's birthday, a package update for the gift you ordered weeks ago. Everything else, silently muted. Those fake, virus detected, scams from sketchy games, sent straight to deep sleep by on-device AI that finally understands the difference between urgency and noise. You don't have to configure it. You don't have to dig through settings. It just happens. Because someone at Samsung finally asked, what if our software didn't make people tired? And the creativity tools, they're not gimmicks, they're invitations. In Gallery, you can erase a stranger from your beach photo with one tap, and the background heals so naturally, you'll do a double take. You can move your dog to the center of the frame, resize them, and watch the grass fill in behind like magic. You can even sketch a rough shape, a hat, a heart, a tiny UFO, and the phone generates a realistic version that matches lighting and perspective. It's playful, powerful, and 100% private, everything processed right on your device, never uploaded, never shared. Plus, with full edit history, you're free to experiment without fear. Brighten too much, undo, crop wrong, rewind, changed your mind entirely. Start fresh, no duplicates, no clutter, just pure creative freedom. Even the small things feel deeply considered. The back gesture now shows a live preview of the app you're returning to, so you never lose your place mid-scroll. The calculator notices when you've copied "What's 20% of 45?" from a message and offers the answer before you type a single digit. Folders can be made transparent, giving your home screen a clean, modern look that still feels personal. And Quick Share. It's smoother than ever. Select photos, videos, documents, even voice notes all at once. Preview them together in a clean grid and send to any nearby Galaxy device with one tap. No cloud, no links, no waiting, just instant human connection. But maybe the most profound change is emotional. After days, then weeks, with One UI 8.5, you stop feeling drained by your phone. You stop resenting the buzzes, the pop-ups, the endless choices. Instead, you begin to trust it. Not as a machine, but as a companion that's finally learned to listen. Not to your voice commands, but to your silence, your habits, your rhythm. It doesn't interrupt your flow. It protects it. It doesn't fragment your attention. It focuses it. And when you finally put your phone down at the end of a long day, you don't feel guilty or exhausted. You feel supported. Like you had a partner in all the little things. The reminders you forgot, the photos you almost lost, the messages you needed to send but kept putting off. One UI 8.5 isn't trying to be the loudest update of the year. It won't trend on social media. It won't win awards for most innovative AI chatbot. But it will make you pick up your phone and actually enjoy using it. Without distraction, without frustration, without digital hangover. Because in the end, the best technology isn't the one that impresses you. It's the one that disappears, so you can finally show up as yourself. Thanks for watching, friends. If this helped you see One UI 8.5 in a new light, hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what's the one feature you're loving most. Until next time, keep it calm, keep it human, and I'll catch you soon.